Matt here from Loon Outdoors. Today we are tying Darian's Kool Cat Soft Hackle. This is a really cool pattern. It's kind of like a half-cased caddis soft hackle suggestive-y creature. We're going to be using a size 12 nymph or wet hook of your choice, or if you have the hairline kit, they're labeled in there for you, and some black 8/0 thread. We'll start out by doing connecting turns down the shank of the hook, just about to, right past the barb. We don't want to go too deep into the bend here. Next up, we'll be using some Hungarian partridge feathers. These are a natural, and this is just kind of a grab bag of feathers. So you want to sort through them and find ones with good barring and good tips on them because you want it to look clean. So I'm going to take about 8 or 9 of, little strands off that feather, or barbules, and tie those in, creating a cool tail segment. Next up, some medium copper wire. And I'll go ahead and just lay this in. This guy ends up having kind of a bulkier body, so it's alright if, it's not beautiful under wrap. Next up, we'll be using some peacock herl, and this is going to create the body of our fly, or our abdomen. Taking about 2 or 3 strands, and I'll just wrap those in to where I want to terminate that section of the body. So again, we'll palmer, which is simply wrapping the peacock forward. And I like to make sure the turns are connecting, everything looks good, and you can see you're forming a nice, cool little body here. And peacock's so naturally translucent and has so many colors behind it that it's one of my favorite materials in the tying world. So we'll go ahead and lash those down and trim off the remainder with our scissors, and counter rib with our copper wire. Again, always try to space your turns equally. If it takes you a little bit longer, don't ever get discouraged. I mean, speed comes with practice. And you can see I have a really nice little thorax area to work with. And this is some ice dove in a caddis green. Super reflective, and just a pinch is really going to get the job done here. So you don't need a huge dubbing needle. Or noodle, sorry. I'm just really compressing that down. If I have a little extra, that's okay. I just take it off, and we'll go ahead and wrap forward. Now next up, we're going to be going back to our partridge. And again, you want some good symmetry and good coloration on your feathers here. There's probably a few hundred in that bag, so I'm sure you'll be able to find one. We're going to prep the feather by taking off all the fluff, and I like to tie these in tip first, so you can see all I'm getting is the premium section of this feather. And I like to have that my starting wraps butt right up against that ice dove. As you can see, the barring in there is really suggestive. It's super natural, and I'm going to be using a hackle plier to manipulate this feather, just because it's pretty dainty and I have big hands. And I'm using both sides, and once we get up front here, we'll go ahead and wrap it, and you can see we didn't even use the whole feather. It's quite full, and you guys can adjust the fullness level as well by how many wraps you do, just to get the effect that you want. I'll go ahead and finish the fly forward. Oops, looks like I got one in the old whip finish there, but we can trim them out. That'll be alright. And again, this is a great pattern that you can swing, throw in an indicator. It's just going to be a great general pattern. Thanks for watching.